So here he is out of the blue corner, the #1 heavyweight contender fighting for the title here tonight. Daniel Cormier has 8 championship belts at home. Do you remember, though, the nerves for your first UFC title?
It's the most overwhelming thing you've ever felt in your entire life. You are sitting in the back waiting for that moment where you get an opportunity to go chase something greater than yourself. So many people have played a part in getting this man to this spot. How does he deliver? How does he not let anyone down? How does he ultimately become the champion of the world? This is a big spot for him. He is so excited to try and become the man.
Well, self-belief is a powerful thing. He has long thought that he is the best heavyweight in the world. Tonight, he gets a chance to prove it. So here he is representing the American Kickboxing Academy, the inimitable Khabib Nurmagomedov, and this guy makes his way to the octagon, DC. You run out of time setting up everything he's accomplished, but he always puts that status as an undefeated fighter and UFC champion on the line. He will do so again here tonight.
The moment he walked in the AKA, you understood that there was something special about Nurmagomedov. He was a guy that was always listening, although he spoke no English. He was always listening and paying attention to try to learn and how to improve himself. In the moment he stepped foot in the gym, he was just open to each and every lesson, and now it's showing over the course of his UFC career. He was undefeated going into the UFC, and he has only built on that and become a champion, one of the most well-rounded fighters in all of the UFC.
You know, your college wrestling teammates have told me when you showed up at Oklahoma State, you didn't speak English either.
No, I didn't. It was all Southern Creole accent. It was all, hey, my boy.
Right. Well, your English is now very proper, and so is Khabib's, and he's back on the proving ground here tonight, again trying to prove himself as one of the pound-for-pound greatest fighters on this UFC roster. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Invincible. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. Well, they say everybody loses in mixed martial arts. I guess everybody except the Eagle, Khabib Nurmagomedov. Impossibly difficult to get this guy off of you once he takes you down. How do you prevent that from happening is the question for the opponent tonight. Timely defense there. Huge block for him.
Gets busy with those hands.
Clean punch.
Let's go.
Nurmagomedov gets caught by that straight punch, beautifully landed by the opposition.
Let's go. Work on those.
Spinning back fist is there. Oh, really making good use of his reach advantage as he lands the straight punch there. Oh, that's a nice strike there by Nurmagomedov.
You're always thinking wrestling when you fight Khabib, but you better be very wary of his stand-up. He's developing his skill every single day.
So more output, at least in the early going. Left punch is true, now the right hand. Huge block there. Edge of your seat action as expected so far. Big right hand. quick jab.
Oh, nice right hand. Yeah, those are big strikes.
Nurmagomedov gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Gotta find a way to move those feet. Under 3 minutes here to go in the round.
Put your hands up higher.
Oh, nice.
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Oh, like the thought there. Good attempt at a counter. Ultimately, it's no good. Nice job on the counter there, and this is really a tried and true counter striker who will try to use the over-aggressiveness of his opponents against them, and that's exactly what he did there to great effect. Taken down here by Nurmagomedov.
Big ground and pound.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Hammer fist here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches in bunches?
Punches in bunches. He's landing upside his opponent's head over and over again.
Oh, counters with a straight right hand. That'll work.
He's got to throw that kick behind those punches.
Tags him with the overhand. So again, trying to bait his opponent in here, looking to set up yet another counter. Yes, that's exactly what he's doing. He wants and needs his opponent to strike first. Not always easy being a counter striker. The crowd can get on you a little bit, but he has not deviated from the game plan here tonight.
Nice job paying attention on the defensive side.
So there it is, taller fighter landing a knee with the body. Hook is there again. Little fighter starting to open up a little bit. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand.
Oh!
Let's go. Keep moving forward now. Don't back off.
Good straight hand there by Nurmagomedov. 30 seconds to go in the round.
Was able to get that one blocked.
All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
Five. 5 minutes in the books.
There you go. All right. I want you to do the same thing.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, next round is underway, DC. He had the countering game going early and often in the previous round, and counter strikers, I would think, are pretty hard guys for which to prepare.
Oh, they're very tough, because you don't know when you're able to truly get going. You don't know when the counter strike is going to land and really affect your rhythm. They're very tough to deal with.
Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked.
Back out of there. Back
A swing and a miss by Nurmagomedov.
Good shot. Good shot.
Nice counter shot there. Oh, another blistering combination there. Really starting to do a nice job stringing the shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him tough on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Nurmagomedov gets tagged with a kick now. Let's see if he can rally. Well, really playing to that length when he landed that punch. Khabib's got a bruise appearing on that left side right now. You got to think that body investment is going to pay dividends later. Nice jab. Well, DC, no denying he's winning this fight, and it's got to feel pretty good if you're a fighter. You put in the work, and it all comes together on fight.
When it all comes together, nothing feels better. To go out there and implement the game plan that you guys have worked on in training camp, and it goes as desired, nothing feels better.
All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
He can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight. Oh, nice.
Just out of range with that right hand. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Well, you don't want to say Khabib has fallen in love with his striking, but he certainly is boxing more than he did early on in his UFC career. Now we'll see if he can follow it up.
That was a big check.
Back and forth we go. 90 seconds to go in round two. Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round two, definitely picking up the pace after round one. So he got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round. Oh, another strike to the torso right there. Got to get better defensively, or that's going to be a real factor as this fight continues.
He's got to tuck that elbow.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got that elbow flaring, and every time his opponent's going right up under it, landing right to the body. He's got to do something different right now, or he's going to get to a point where he will not be able to continue this fight.
Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC. We might get a stoppage here. Back to his feet. Big knee. Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts. Nice kick. These guys are going at it.
Oh, is he opened up now? Nasty cut on the bridge of the nose. Oh, big left hand there. Oh, lands another hook. Right hook to the head, blocked. Final seconds here of round two. Two rounds in the books.
Stop.
All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's a replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. All right, next round is now underway. Didn't see any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes.
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut. And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Vision could become an issue, and that left eye starting to close. Oh, and he lands another huge knee there as the taller fighter uses his length well yet again. Slipped that offering from his opponent. In the past, we've seen him sort of lean on the toughness. Tonight, he's leaning on the defense.
And you see the evolution of the fighter in front of us. He doesn't have to be tough anymore. The more he gets slip strikes, the longer he can prolong his career. Big right hook there by the champ.
Oh, postures up and delivers a big ground and pound strike to the head. Nicely done there by Nurmagomedov. Another ground and pound strike lands. Well, not a guy you want on top of you. Ground and pound strikes piling up here. Good work by Nurmagomedov. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Under 3 minutes now to go in round 3. Oh, swelling and blood. You wonder if at some point that's going to impact the breathing. Not a good situation for him here. Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination there.
Very accurate, a lot of activity, and the hands look phenomenal tonight.
Pretty good connection there, yeah.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Khabib's shot is blocked. That one certainly found the target. Well, you can sense the corner frustration. He has not had any answer for these body shots, and now you see the visible damage.
Well, his...
Oh!
Trying to recover, but he's in a lot of trouble.
Under 2 minutes to go. Oh, man, that cut. Flipped with a left-hand counter. Back to the feet. Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it offensively, you can get him out of there.
He's got him hurt. He's got him hurt. He's got him hurt multiple times in one round. It looks like this fight should be over by now, but his opponent's still standing, and I think that speaks to the durability of the guy standing in front of him.
Bro, that cut is so bad. Like, can't the referee stop the fight right now?
Somebody needs to stop it, because he won't.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the beauty in the fighter. He will not quit. Sometimes you got to go in there and tell him, hey, man, there's tomorrow.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to happen today.
Good work blocking the knee.
Nice spinning back fist there.
Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to not gas out here, but at least you have to admire the approach. Oh, roundhouse kick. Add that to his highlight reel. Beautiful straight punch there by Nurmagomedov. with one of the greatest knockouts you will see.
Holy.
And we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 55 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, you heard it there from Bruce Buffer, and what a moment for Khabib Nurmagomedov. It's